attention on the breath, inhaling and exhaling through the nose. So just bringing that focus, inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the nose. Lengthening the spine, lengthening the neck, letting the shoulders relax. Great. And just sensing where that breath is going. Just imagining it journeying up through your nose, down your throat, past your chest and into that lower part of your belly. Expanding as you inhale, and this is coming in slightly as you exhale. And just noticing if your mind is wandering, that you're just bringing it back to the breath. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose. And keeping your eyes closed, let's together inhale, take our arms up towards the ceiling. Bring the palms together, exhale, bring them down towards our heart center. And again, inhaling through the nose. Arms up, exhale, bring them down towards our heart center. And one more time, inhaling. Bringing the palms together, exhale, bring them down towards our heart center. And let's begin our practice on an Om, inhaling through the nose. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. Namaste. Enjoy your practice this morning. Just as always, just be kind to yourself. Obviously, this is our intermediate class, and it's great to see a lot of beautiful, familiar faces. So yeah, you guys are great. So, really, some days are different. Just really listen to your body. Some days it's good just to pull it back a couple of steps. In other times, it's good to kind of push forward, challenge yourself. But don't worry if there's a part of your body that's not quite working out this morning. Just bring it back a couple of paces. So as always, I want you to really be observant about your breath. So let's just spend just a couple of, not even a minute, but just again bringing that focus into that breath. So just have a little your hands on your belly. So your breath is your tool. It's there to support you. It happens just naturally all the time. But what I really want to try and bring even more focus into is that breath is there to help you. It's there to support you. So whenever you're feeling that your mind is wandering off, that you can't hold a balance, that you're really struggling with something, just stop, bring yourself into a mountain pose or sit down with your legs crossed, and just bring that focus back into your breath. In and out through the nose, seeing if you can keep it nice and light, nice and subtle. And let's just get straight in with some movement this morning, seeing as we're a little bit behind, but that's okay. So we're just going to inhale, bring the chest forward, and then exhale, bring that chin towards the chest. And just start to warm into that body. Inhaling, bringing the chest forward, and then exhale, chin towards the chest. Great. And then just taking that into some circles. We're just getting into that back, into the chest, the shoulders. And just taking it in the opposite direction. Nice. Enjoying that undulation. And then bringing that to a stillness, and then just take it over to one side. Just really get into a nice sort of side stretch. And you can try and keep your bum on the floor, those sitting bones. And if you want, you can just give that side a little rub or a little pat. Just kind of whatever works for you this morning. Maybe you just want to keep nice and still, but breathe into that space. And then just take it over to the other side. And again, have a little rub, a little massage. That feels good this morning. Great. And let's just get these wrists warmed up. We're going to do a crane pose later. So let's just get our wrists nice and warmed up. So just some nice circles. Let's start lengthening those arms, keeping the shoulders down. And then, just kind of freestyle them in one direction and then the other. And then taking those fingers up towards the ceiling. And then down towards the floor, keeping the shoulders down. Nice. Up towards the ceiling and then down towards the floor. Let's just take one palm up towards the ceiling and then pull it back with the other hand just to give that stretch under the bottom of the wrist there. And again, just see if you can bring those shoulders down so you're not scrunching them up towards the ears. Good. Nice. And then just let that. Little twists. And then over to the side. Bring the palm towards the ceiling. And again, you're bringing that shoulder down away from your ear. So you're creating a nice space. Great. And then again, just a few little twists. We'll do a little bit more on the wrists as well shortly. But let's get those legs out in front and then bring yourself into your nice squat position. So as always, if your heels can't reach the floor, you can just roll up the side of your mat, or you can put something underneath like a towel. So it really doesn't matter. You've got to really support those feet if you need to. So let's open this out. So elbows on the inside, and then you're reaching and lengthening with that spine, lengthening with the neck. So again, have a little play around with the width of your squat, because for each of us it's going to be really different. So again, just seeing if you can engage your pelvic floor. So your mula bandha, squeezing those glutes, your bum muscles, lengthening in the spine as if you're a nice zip, being zipped up, lengthening in the neck, and allowing that breath to fall deep into the belly. So inhaling through the nose and out through the nose, creating that nice space between the shoulders and the ears. Nice. And then from here, so I'll do it with you, taking your left hand on your right ankle and then extending that right arm up and then back in towards the chest. Extending up and then back. Nice. Lengthening that arm. And taking that movement with the breath. And then change over for the other side. So right hand on the left ankle and the left arm coming up towards the ceiling and then back in towards the chest. Great. A few more on this side. And then we're going to take both hands. You've got choices. You can just hold the ankles, or if you want to bring the palms of your hands underneath the soles of your feet. And then from there, just bring yourself up to standing. And then sit back in your squat. So obviously if you've got your palms underneath your soles of your feet, it's a little bit more tricky to balance. But I'm sure you can manage. If that's too much, then just bring your hands on your ankles. So you have to bring your weight forward quite a bit to get into that. So you find, yes, that's it. So don't worry about getting your legs straight as you come up. It's just about extending that. Let that head hang heavy as you come up. And then just a few more of them. And then releasing the hands. And let's just walk out into our little plank. So you're walking out into a plank, engaging those glutes, letting that weight come forward over the wrists. And then walking back, lengthening the spine, lengthening the neck, pushing those legs out. And then coming back. So you're really kind of methodically getting into each position. So it's a good solid plank. Then you're walking back, lengthening the spine, lengthening the neck. And then walking back out. Nice. And just a couple more of those. So you're really starting to engage the legs, engage your glutes, engage those tummy muscles. And then bring yourself onto your back. So actually just bring your palms behind you. So not bring yourself onto your back, bring yourself onto your bums. Your fingertips facing towards your bum. So you can keep your bum on the floor or you can lift it up slightly. And the knees are just going to come in on the inside. And then in the other direction. So you're opening up that lower back. So you might find it's easy to keep your bum down. It's just a slightly different. Feels slightly different, so it's kind of finding what works best for you, really. I always find it gives a nice little click in the lower back. And then now you can bring yourself onto your back. I'm going to do some rock and rolls. Yeah. So just kind of gently rocking through the spine, bringing yourself to sort of sitting. Again, just kind of listening to your body. And obviously we're going to try and bring ourselves up to a standing position. So you might want to build that momentum. Might want to try it a few times. You're going to see if you can do it without your hands. Yes, well done. I saw that was good. Great. Have another go. Yeah. And then bring yourself to your standing position. We'll go into a sun salutation. Oh yeah, it's a good bit of rock and roll. I like it. You guys are great. So bringing your toes together and your heels slightly apart. And hopefully my technician will zoom the camera out so you can see me fully. Shoulders down, chest nice and open. And you can smile, it's Tuesday morning. And we're going to inhale, take our hands up towards the ceiling. Exhale, swan dive, nose to knee. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, plant your hands, step back first into your plank. Bring that weight slightly forward. Bring those bums down, but not too far, so you're not dipping, but you're nice and straight in that spine. Great. Tummy's in towards the spine. Bring those knees down straight away if you need to. And then we're going to bring the chest towards the floor. Inhale, up dog. Tuck in the toes. Exhale, down dog. Just have a little walk through your feet if you want to. Just get that position correct for yourself. So your feet hip width distance apart, looking at your hands, shoulder width apart, spreading the fingers, spreading the toes. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Great. Inhaling, taking that gaze towards your hands, stepping your feet towards your hands, halfway lift. Exhale, nose to knee. Inhale, coming all the way up. Exhale, release, shoulders down. Let's just engage those glutes. Tummy in towards the spine, shoulders back. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive, nose to knee. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, this time you can step or jump back into your plank. Knees down straight away if you need to. Elbows tucked in, chin towards the floor. Inhale, up dog. Tuck the toes, exhale, down dog. And keeping the breath nice and light, nice and easy if you can. Inhaling through the nose and out through the nose. Inhaling, taking your gaze towards your hands, stepping or jumping your feet towards your hands, halfway lift. Exhale, nose to knee. Inhale, coming all the way up. Exhale, release. Let's go straight in for another one. Inhale. Exhale, swan dive, nose to knee. Beautiful. Inhale, halfway. Nice. Exhale, step or jump back into your plank. Yes. Knees down if you need, chest down, chin down. Inhale for your up dog. Beautiful. Exhale, down dog. Great. Again, make your corrections as you need to. Pressing those heels back. Just checking your fingers, checking your hands, spreading those knuckles into the floor. Really nice. Inhaling, taking your gaze towards your hands, step or jump your feet towards your hands, halfway lift. Exhale, nose to knee. Inhale, coming all the way up. Exhale, release. Great. Just reposition yourself in your mountain pose. Just look through your body, look down at your feet. Toes are touching, if they can. Heels slightly apart, spreading the toes. Ankles engage. Little micro bend in the knees if you need to. Engage these glutes. Tummy pulled in towards the spine. Chest nice and open, shoulders back, neck long. Beautiful, really nice. Holding this powerful pose. Sun salutation B. So we're going to inhale. Exhale, bend. Squeeze the glutes. Inhale, chair pose. Great. Bring those shoulders down away from the ears. Nice. Lengthen the arms. Gorgeous. And then exhale, nose to knee. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, planting the hands, stepping or jumping back. Knees down if you need, chest down, chin down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. I'll mirror you. Step through with the right foot. Warrior one. So reposition yourself, finding that knee nice 90-degree bend. Look back at your foot, checking it's not peeling up, it's pressing into the mat. Hips coming towards that bent knee, arms up, shoulders down. Squeezing that pelvic floor. Opening out into your warrior two. Nice. I should have said get your block or object. We're going to go into our warrior three. So balancing on our one leg. So we're bringing those arms, lengthening forward, raising that left leg behind you. A nice T shape. You might have to come out of that pose just for a moment so you can grab your object. I should have said that before. And then we're just going to place that block or your object, whatever you've got, just in front of your foot. Coming back into your warrior three, so you're balancing in that T shape. And we're going to open out into half moon. So bringing the right hand down, extending the left arm up towards the ceiling. Yes. Great. Good correction. So you're lengthening. Yes, nice. And then opening. Beautiful. Yeah, you've got it. And then taking that gaze towards the arm, towards the ceiling. Nice. Great balancing. And then see if you can lengthen back out. Take your time. Lengthen back out into your warrior three. That T shape. Stepping back with that foot into reverse warrior. Taking the gaze towards the right forearm. Beautiful. Then we're going to cartwheel the arms round and down. Move your object out of the way. Step back into your chaturanga. Your knees down if you need, chest down, chin down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Let's go on the other side. Step through with the left leg. Just bring your hips round to meet this nice Bent knee, nice 90 degrees. Look back at that foot. Check it's pressing into the mat. Arms up, shoulders down, squeezing those glutes, squeezing that mula bandha. Keeping the breath flowing in and out through the nose. Open into your warrior two. Shoulders down, gaze towards the left fingertips. Let's take it into our warrior three. So you're lengthening, reaching with those arms, taking your time. And then lifting that right leg behind you. Pulling those shoulders away from the ears. Nice. And then opening into your, what's it called now? Half moon. There we go. So again, grabbing your object. Taking the gaze towards the right fingertips, towards the ceiling. And breathing. And again, reversing that, taking your time, bringing that leg down if you need to. Just to bring yourself for a moment back into the warrior three. Lengthening with the arms, lengthening with the legs, and then stepping back into your reverse warrior. Taking the gaze towards the left forearm. And then cartwheeling the arms round and down. Move your block. Step back into your chaturanga. Knees down if you need. Chest down, chin down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Pressing the heels in towards the floor. Spreading those fingers. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Inhaling, taking your gaze towards your hands. Step or jump your feet towards your hands. Halfway lift. Exhale, nose to knee. Inhale, chair pose. Gorgeous. Yes, squeeze those glutes. Knees together. Yeah, there you go. And then coming all the way up. Ah, great. That was super. Well done on those poses. Let's go straight into a nice Trikonasana. So we'll just keep that stretching going. So I will mirror you. So bringing yourself with your right toes pointing at 12 o'clock. Nice wide stance. And the left toes kind of pigeoning in. The hips nice and wide, open to the lengthways of your mat. Check that your bum is underneath your torso. Arms nice and long, shoulders down. Squeeze those glutes. Take that gaze towards the right fingertips. And then reach towards that right side. Reach, and then extend and open up. So again, you're not collapsing. It's not about trying to get this hand on the floor. You're lifting up out the rib cage. Checking that the left fingers, the left hand isn't falling behind you, but it's coming and stacking on top. Inhaling, coming up, and let's take it over the other side. So just flip those feet round. The left toes pointing at 12, the right one's coming in. Hips open to the lengthways. Again, bring that bum underneath your body. Arms nice and long, gaze towards the left fingertips. And then reach towards that left side. Reach. And then extend. Beautiful. Again, lift up out the rib cage. Nice. Just checking that right arm isn't falling behind you, but it's coming on top. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Great, and then coming up, let's take the twist of this one. So we're shortening the stance slightly. We're going to take our block or our object. We're going to bring that on the outside of that right foot. So again, you might need it lengthways, you might bring it down, you might not need it at all, but have it there just in case. So just shorten that stance. This time we're bringing these hips towards that right foot. Again, just check that bum. It's coming underneath. Great. So you're really kind of finding this like solidity here, strength. We're going to inhale the left arm up. We're going to reach forward. So nice lengthening in the spine, lengthening in the neck. So both of our legs are straight. And then we're bringing that left arm around towards our object. So we're going to hold the top of the object. And then you're lengthening with that right arm towards the ceiling. It's a nice twist. So again, you might need it lengthways. You might want to try it a bit further down. You might be able to do it without and get your hand flat on the floor. But you're taking that gaze towards the ceiling, and we're going to reverse. So bring the right hand on the hip, reach, lengthen forward the left arm, reverse. So you've got nice lengthening in the neck, lengthening in the spine. You can take your object in your left hand and cartwheel your arms over around to the other side, along with your object. So this time we're bringing our left toes pointing. It's 12 o'clock. These hips coming around to meet that left toe. Your right toes coming in. Again, just find that stance. You might want to take it a little bit wider, a bit more narrow. Hands on the hips to start with. So you're bringing these hips around, bringing that bum underneath the body. Reaching and lengthening with the right arm, shoulders down. Reaching forward. So you're pivoting from those hips. Lengthening the spine, lengthening the neck. And then bringing the hand round to meet your object on the outside of that left foot. And then you're reaching and lengthening with the left arm. Taking the gaze towards the ceiling. Again, have a little play around with that block or your object to see which one enables you to get that position that's right for you. You're breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. And bringing that hand back onto the hip. Reaching and lengthening forward with that right hand. And then cartwheeling the arms around. Great. We're going to do our good old favourite leg extension. So get your strap or your belt, whatever you've got. So I'll mirror you. So you've got a few options. Obviously you can use your finger and your finger and your first finger, middle finger. You can hook that big toe and then bring that knee on the inside and you're kind of hooking it round. Otherwise we've got our strap. We're going to bring the strap underneath our foot and then lift it nice and high. Okay, shoulders down. So this is already a good pose and you can stay here. And if you haven't got a strap, you can just use your hands. You could just clasp your hands underneath, or your knee, really good. And you're just holding this, shoulders down. You're squeezing this glute here on the standing foot. If you want, you can start to lengthen that leg. So you're drawing it out with your strap. So you're keeping your hands where they are. And just loosening that strap through the grip of your hand so you can lengthen that foot forward. If you're gripping, same thing. You're just extending. You're not worrying about if you can get it straight. You just see if you can keep that nice supporting leg. Shoulders down. Beautiful. And again, this is already a good pose if you're just holding that there. Nice. Great. And then you can just release that strap if you've got it. And then let's just take our leg out wherever it is. Freestyle, holding it. And then let it go. Nice. And let's take it on the other side. So same thing. You can either hook your big toe like this, and then bring that knee on the inside of your body, the inside of your arm. And then try to lengthen out this way. Or you've got your strap again. Bringing it underneath. Bringing it right up. Shoulders down. Yes. So you're just holding it there. Engaging that glute on the supporting leg. If you want to then try to lengthen and extend, you can. And again, it's not worrying about how straight you can get it at this point. It's just about maintaining that balance and keeping that leg nice and high so your hips are nice and even. Beautiful. And then if you've got that strap or you're holding onto your toe, see if you can let it go. Wherever it is, it means your leg might fall a little bit. That's fine. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Nice, lengthen. Breathe. And then release. Super. You can get rid of your strap. Great. Let's just do another balance. We'll just close it off. We'll do a little eagle pose. So lengthening the arms out. I'll mirror you again. Your right hand underneath your left. And your right leg coming up and over. Let's just squeeze it all together. Great. Shoulders down. You're bringing that back nice and straight. You're sitting into it. Beautiful. Great. Even if this leg's like wobbling out here, that's fine. Just think about squeezing those thighs. Gorgeous. Yes. Bring those shoulders down and breathe. And then coming up and releasing. Other side. So left arm underneath the right and left leg up and over. Again, I'm just going to come to the side so you can see. Try to, if you're leaning forward, to bring that back. And if you've got this little leg kind of flaying out to the side, that's okay. You're just squeezing those thighs and bring that spine nice and straight. Gorgeous. Shoulders down, breathing. Super. And then coming up and release. Great. We're going to come into a little low lunge. Sort of low. And if you've got sore knee, I would advise putting a bit of cushion underneath your knee that's on the floor. Or a jumper or something. Now what we're going to do is this time we're going to bring both of our hands on the inside of that leg. So we're going to start with the right leg. So I'm going to mirror you. So you've got your left leg behind you. Nice low lunge. So both of these hands are on the inside of that foot. Now from here, you can just stay there. Ideally what we're looking for, just going to come around a little bit, is that this bent knee is hugging in towards our body. So it's not draping out, you're squeezing it in. Yes, that's the one. And then from here, you can take that right arm up. So you're keeping your left hand down, and the right arm's going to stretch into another twist. Yes. And then bringing that arm down. And then from there, you can tuck the toe. So you can just stay in this position if you like. Or you can bring that toe up. Bring the hands onto the knee. And then bring yourself into a low lunge. If that's too much, then maybe you just need to keep your hands down. You can bring them now so the hands are on either side of the foot. And just enjoy that stretching in that hip. Nice. And then let's release the hands if you've got them extended. And let's just change for the other side. So you're bringing that left leg forward. Nice 90-degree bend in the knee. We're bringing both the hands on the inside. Lengthening with that right leg right behind you. Super. You're not letting this knee go out, but you're squeezing it in towards the body. I mean, by letting it go out, it's not a problem. It's just a different stretch. But we're squeezing it in towards the body, in towards that arm. And then you can take the left arm up for that twist. Taking the gaze towards the fingertips. And bringing that hand down, you can now take both hands on either side of the foot. Tuck the toes and come into a low lunge. you can stay here with the hands on the floor to help support, or you can bring those arms up, mini back bend if you like. Keep the shoulders down. Great. And then you can bring those hands back down and step back into a plank. So bringing that weight forward, squeezing those glutes, spreading the fingers. Take the knees down if you need to. Chest towards the floor, chin towards the floor. Inhale, up dog. Tuck the toes, exhale, down dog. Inhale, take your gaze towards your hands. A little bunny hop towards your hands. And then bring yourself down into your staff. Your seated mountain pose. So lengthening the legs in front. Lengthening that spine, shoulders down. Great. Point the toes towards the ceiling. Press the back of the knees in towards the mat. Squeeze those glutes. Squeeze your mula bandha, your pelvic floor. Inhaling the arms up. Exhale, reaching forward. Lengthening with that spine. So again, bringing these hands back to wherever they need to be in order for your back to be nice and straight. Shoulders down. And from here, you're just going to walk those fingers just a little bit forward on each out breath. Breathing into that stretch. Squeezing those to see what difference that makes. Pressing the backs of the knees into the mat. Great. So you're really anchoring these legs. Nice. And then relax over if you can. So curve the spine. Let gravity do the work. Now let your head hang heavy. Use these hands and these elbows to support you. Maybe you need to bring them onto your thighs. Maybe they can come towards the side of the legs. Whatever you need to do just to help support that stretch. Again, squeeze the glutes to see what difference that makes with that stretch. Great, and then bringing yourself up. I'm going to do this one with you. So we're going to bring our right knee in towards our chest. So the left leg is lengthened, right knee in. We're going to take the right arm, the elbow on the inside of that leg. We're going to lean forward as if we're trying to get towards the left toes. Then we're going to bring the arm round behind us. It's kind of coming behind. So you have to kind of twist that elbow round. And then you're going to see if you can clasp the other hand. So it's like a little bind behind your back. And you're squeezing everything together. Nice, yes. And if you want, if you can, see if you can just bow that head towards your leg. And then releasing that. Let's do that on the other leg. So I'm doing it with you. Hugging that left knee in towards the chest. Lengthening the right leg. You can have that right hand behind you to support for a moment. You're bringing the left arm up. You're reaching it. So it's on the inside, shoulder on the inside. Reaching forward. And then you're kind of twisting the arm around. You kind of have to twist that wrist. And if you can, clasp those wrists behind you or the fingertips. You're squeezing all your body. You're squeezing that leg into your body. And then you're bowing your head towards your leg. And again, you're not forcing it. Just let the gravity do the work. But see if you can lean forward. You're really trying to get your chest as well onto that thigh. And you're just breathing. And with each out breath, just imagine you're reaching closer. Even if you're super high up. Just let gravity do the work. Great. And then just releasing that. We're going to have a nice little play with our little crane pose. So bring yourself back into your squat. So obviously you've got options. You've always got the squat. You can always just be in your squat, right? Squat's always a good one just to be practicing. So your heels on the floor. Again, use the roll up of your mat and tuck it underneath your heels if you need. Pressing those elbows on the inside, pushing them out on those legs. And then from here, leaning forward, placing the wrists on the floor, the hands on the floor, spreading those fingers. So I don't know if you can come. So you're spreading those hands and fingers, great. And you've got two options in terms of your balance you're going to try. So I like to have the arms on the inside of those legs, and I sort of squeeze the legs onto the forearms, the top of the arms rather. And then you can just practice bringing that weight forward on those wrists. You haven't got to bring your feet off. You haven't got to bring your heels off. You can just practice rocking forward on those hands, rocking forward, bringing the weight over the wrists and coming back. If you want to try that crane, you can just see if you can bring one leg off. So you're putting all your weight on those backs of the arms, and then the other leg. You might want to try tucking the knee sockets, my words this morning, your knees on the inside underneath your armpit. So you can kind of tuck them right in, come up on your tiptoes, and then lean into it that way and bring one leg off and then the other. I just find it hurts my armpits, so I prefer to do the squeezing. I mean, if you're nailing this and you think, oh, I've got this crane, I can hold that. See if you can then lengthen those arms so the arms become straight. Or if you want to have a little play around with side crane, you can. So bringing both knees together and bringing the weight onto one arm, bringing the legs off. You can try extending the legs. And obviously if you're doing it on one side, make sure you practice on the other. So you're really squeezing everything, allowing that weight to come onto the arm. And you can try extending the legs. Or just keep playing around with taking that weight into the wrists. One foot and then the other. Nice. And then just bringing yourself back into your squat just for a moment. Give the wrists a little massage, lengthening that spine. Great, just a few little circles. Now if you want to practice a little bit of flying, you can. So if you want, you can just bring yourself into a plank for a moment. If you want to try flying back into your plank, you can again just bring that weight up into your little crane and then see if you can shoot the legs back into your chaturanga. And let's bring the knees down if you need to, chest towards the floor, chin towards the floor. Inhale for an up dog. Tucking the toes, exhale, down dog. And just breathing into that down dog just for a moment. Inhaling, taking your gaze towards your hands, jumping your feet towards your hands, and then allowing yourself to come on to your back. Oh yeah. And just enjoy a few moments. Just being supported by the earth. Bringing those knees up so your soles of your feet on the floor. And just trying to find that contact with the floor with your back. So lengthening the neck. Just see if you can find that contact with that lower back. So kind of tucking the hips just slightly to see if you can get that contact with your lower back on the floor. Palms are facing the floor as well. And we're just going to start to bring those hips up towards the ceiling. Keeping the neck nice and long, so really taking your time. Raising the hips up, squeezing those glutes, pressing the feet into the floor. Bringing that belly in towards the spine. Opening the chest. And then slowly releasing, bringing the spine back down vertebra by vertebra. Then we'll go again, nice and slowly, bringing those hips up. Just see how much time you can take. Really squeezing that pelvic floor. And from here you can bring the hands underneath you to kind of open the chest a bit more. If you want, you can bring them underneath your back. Keeping the chin tucked in towards the chest. And then releasing the hands. And again, taking your time. How much time can you take? Really squeeze those glutes. Vertebra by vertebra. Nice. So if wheel is in your full practice, you can go into wheel. Otherwise, we're going to just do bridge again. But this time we're going to raise one leg, bring it down, and then raise the other leg and bring it down. So if you're going into wheel, bringing the hands beside your ears and lifting into wheel. Otherwise, just coming back into your bridge. And we're just going to bring one leg up and then extend. Bring it down. And the other leg. Extending. Bringing it down. And then again, just slowly bringing yourself back to the mat. Vertebra by vertebra. Bringing those knees in towards the chest. Give yourself a little rock from side to side. Little mini circles with the bottom of the back. And let's take the arms nice and long. And take the knees over to the left. And the gaze towards the right. And again, you can bring that hand on your thigh just to help support that lower stretch in the lower back. And then bringing the knees in towards the chest. Taking the knees over to the other side. Taking the gaze to the left or the opposite direction to your knees. And again, you can bring that hand on your thigh. Just breathing in and out through the nose. And then bringing the knees back in. Just putting both feet back on the floor. I'll do this one with you. We're going to bring the right ankle over that left leg. And then bring that knee in towards your chest. If you want, you can take your hands and thread one through the gap of that right leg. And then round the back, around the front of that left. So your hands are coming together around the left shin. And you're just bringing that knee in towards your body. And hopefully you should feel a nice stretch in the glute area of that right leg. And then releasing that and straightening the side. So bringing the left ankle over that right thigh. Threading the arms round to clasp your right shin. And you're bringing that knee in towards the chest. And again, hopefully you should feel a nice stretch in that left glute. And breathing into any tightness. Nice. And then just releasing that. We're going to take our hands, we're going to do a little happy baby. So just bringing the palms of your hands on top of your soles of your feet and allow those legs to open, those hips to open out into happy baby. And again, you might want to do a little rock from side to side if that feels good. If you want to lengthen those legs, you can, if that feels nice, to stretch them out a little bit. Or just, again, allow those hips to open, just using gravity. Just breathing into that lower back. And then releasing the feet, tucking the knees in towards the chest, clasping the elbows, bringing that chin towards the knees and just squeeze everything. Bringing those ankles together so they're not flaying out, but you're squeezing everything now. Squeeze, 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 give it everything you've got. And release. Yeah. Shavasana. Corpse pose. So now really just enjoy letting everything go. You've worked so hard this morning, some fabulous poses. So you should be really proud of the work you've done today. So now just reward yourself with the support of the floor. So just letting it all go, letting the hips go, the glutes, the belly. Allow the shoulders to sink into the floor. Your head nice and heavy. Allow that mind to focus on that breath and relaxing each muscle in your body. Inhaling through the nose and out through the nose. And just read a few words of wisdom this morning from the Buddha. Don't chase after the past. Don't seek the future. The past is gone, the future hasn't come. But see clearly on the spot the object which is now, while finding and living in a still, unmoving state of mind. And when you're ready, you can start to bring some awareness back into your body. Giving the fingers and the toes a little wriggle. The ankles and the wrists. And if it feels nice, you can just take those arms above the head and give yourself a nice stretch. And just keeping your eyes closed, allow yourself to go over to one side. And then just slowly bring yourself into a nice, comfortable seated position. Again, just keeping your eyes closed. Nice. And together, let's inhale, take the arms up towards the ceiling, bring those palms together, and exhale, bring them down towards your heart center. And again, inhaling the arms up, palms together, exhale, bring them down towards our heart center. And one more time. Exhaling, bringing them down to rest at your heart center. And we'll close our class this morning on 3 Oms, followed by Shanti. You can join in the mantra, or you can just listen. Inhaling through the nose. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Which means peace, peace, peace. When you're ready, you can open your eyes. Thank you. Namaste. Beautiful class. Well done. You should be genuinely really proud. Some beautiful postures there. Really definitely seeing your progression. So really well done. If you're able to donate for the session this morning, you can do that via the website, which is www.yogawithmariagray.com. And I did send an email out yesterday. So hopefully you've all received that. Just with a few kind of queries about this course that I'm going to run through June. So if you've got any more thoughts or any suggestions you want to make, then do get in touch. It'd be great to hear your thoughts and things before I put together that program. In the meantime, have a lovely Tuesday, and I hope to see you at the next session soon. Take care. Namaste.